Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel is denying there was a cover-up in last year's shooting of a black teenager 16 times by a white police officer. Tensions are rising in Chicago all over the handling of the shooting death of unarmed teen Laquan McDonald at the hands of police. And it's a case that garnered national attention, all happening right here in Charlotte. But now there's no record that former CMPD officer Randall Carrick was ever in the middle of one of the state's biggest trials. Right next to the transportation center, this is where transit police park. As you can see, these are the people, this is the police service that protects the transit center. It's normally a big hub. Look at the damage they sustained during the protest last night. If you turn to the right, you can see just a number of media members from all across the nation covering what's going on. This is big news. This is a big deal. It's something that no one expected to happen here in the QC. If you take a look right here, you can see more of signs of the protests from last night, more items being vandalized, more businesses, buildings being vandalized. This is the epicenter. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department stepped in and used tear gas to get those people off the highway, off the expressway. They have now headed to this Walmart. This was a couple hours ago when this happened. Let me step out the way so you can see what's going on at this time.
Felicia Lawrence from Fox affiliate WJZY is live outside the stadium in Charlotte for us today. So is the game going to go on?
Well, as of now, the game is expected to go on, but it has been quite a day of weather. We have had rain. We have had snow. We've even had ice fall out of the sky. It's been a very, very busy weather day. Yes, Paige, we are in the full swing of a murder investigation here in Northwest Charlotte, where CMPD has confirmed that one person has been shot to death with multiple gunshot wounds. Let me step out the way here so you can get a better look at what's going on. The CMPD Crime Scene Investigations Unit, they just put up a black tarp. It's that time of the season where hopefully your social calendar is filling up with friends and family events, and you have to remain stylish no matter what size you are. They're one of the most famous and entertaining rap duos of all time, and they're here throwing down at the Soul Food Fest going on later today in Concord. Kid and Play and the two bullies who bullied them throughout the movie are in the building. Hello.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing really good. It is an absolute honor to be sitting here with you all today.
Right.
This is not the idea view that I want people to see me.
Wow, Felicia Lawrence is live in Charlotte, North Carolina with all the details. Good morning, Felicia. What can you tell us?
Good morning. Yes, we are waiting to see if this teenager could be let out of jail, even after he admitted to planning an ISIS-style terror attack. Now, the South Carolina Parole Board could make that decision later today, but here's what we know at this point. Yes, Chuck, a very serious accident this morning. We are on the side of I-85 on the northbound lanes. I want to give you a look at what's going on, a very active scene. State Highway Patrol has just come out. They've placed cones. They are now diverting traffic into one lane, traveling northbound to try to get some of this traffic out of here. Exactly, Paige. As we all just heard, they're a very emotional, polarizing issue for people in our area. And now Charlotte Mayor Jennifer Roberts expressing her discontent for the state leader's decision to overhaul the non-discrimination ordinance.
No,
Watch it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay. Wait.
She did it.
Why was I scared, though? That really doesn't make any sense. I was like legit scared. Okay, we're going to send it back to you guys. As you can see, we're hanging out. I feel so honored, met one of 8 master builders in the world.
Hey now, welcome into Good Day Charlotte. Thank you so much for joining us this Sunday, May 29th. I'm Felicia Lawrence. And we've been waiting all season. The 57th Coca-Cola 600 is tonight. The green flag drops at 6:19 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's a 1.5-mile track. We're talking 400 laps, 600 miles. This race is considered to be one of NASCAR's most competitive. There will be a pre-race show honoring our Memorial Day military heroes and a pre-race concert featuring Lee Brice. And Fox 46 Charlotte will be live from Charlotte Motor Speedway for our pre-race show Around the Track Live. That starts at 4:30 before the Coke 600. Don't miss it right here on Fox 46 Charlotte. Well, NASCAR fans from all around the country are expected at tonight's Coca-Cola 600. But there is one fan camping in the infield who made the 17-hour drive from Canada. Charlene Lapensee brought along her custom-painted camper. She's been creating airbrush paintings for more than 10 years. Her camper has painted portraits of Kyle and Richard Petty along with their autographs. Charlene and her husband travel to about 5 races a year, adding new art nearly every time.
We actually got the RV with the regular blue stripes going up and down it, and it's a 94, so it's well used. And my husband said, you know what, we should start painting on it places that we go. So then when we were starting to go to the races, it was like, oh, we should do something about NASCAR.
The original idea was to paint all 43 cars on the side of the camper, but Charlene quickly realized they wouldn't be able to fit them all, so instead they decided to paint each team's gas can. Switching gears here now to a Fox 46 follow-up. 6 people now arrested in the drive-by shooting that injured 4-year-old Ariana Odoms. Shelby police charging 26-year-old Lance Jackson and 22-year-old Robert Strong with assault with a deadly weapon. Both men are being held in the Cleveland County Jail. They've been given a $250,000 bond. On Monday, Odoms was struck by a bullet after more than 50 shots were fired into her grandmother's home. Officials say the suspects fired into the wrong house, the little girl recovering this morning. And it's a case that garnered national attention, all happening right here in Charlotte. But now there's no record that former CMPD officer Randall Carrick was ever in the middle of one of the state's biggest trials. Carrick was charged with shooting and killing Jonathan Farrell back in 2013. His trial ended in a hung jury, and Carrick walked away a free man. Since then, according to his attorney, Carrick has had his record expunged, deleting all record of the charges and trial within the Mecklenburg County court system. His attorney, Michael Green, tells us Carrick exercised the right that every citizen in a similar situation is afforded. Well, new information this morning in the Bianca Tanner murder. Police announced yesterday they have arrested Lawrence Adrian Briscoe, charging him with concealment of death. Briscoe is accused of participating in the crime and cover-up. Tanner, a local teacher, was killed in June of 2014 by her boyfriend, Angelo Smith. He hid her body in the woods, and Tanner's death wasn't discovered for several weeks later. Now, just Friday, Smith pled guilty to his role in the murder, and he was sentenced to 19 years in prison. Lawrence Briscoe was arrested in Fort Mill early Saturday. Authorities are working to extradite him to North Carolina. All right, Charlotteans, how many times have you thought it would be nice if the beach was closer? Well, now that could be a reality. Mecklenburg County forked over the money to build the man-made beach, and now it's time for people to enjoy it. Kevin Maychek explains. Hundreds are taking time this Memorial Day weekend to honor a war hero. They gathered at the Naval Health Clinic in Cherry Point, where the family of William Halliburton donated his Medal of Honor. Halliburton's medal, along with his yearbook and certificates, are now on display at the Naval Health Clinic. He was 20 years old when he died helping a wounded Marine in Japan. He was a pharmacist who his family says had a passion for helping others.
All the memories.
Halliburton's family says they're glad to let others see the medal and cherish it after years of it sitting at home. Coming up, what would you do if you found a raccoon in your bathroom just hanging out? Well, coming up, we'll show you how one woman handles it. We'll be right back. You're watching Good Day Charlotte on Fox 46. Welcome back into Good Day Charlotte. A woman finds a raccoon in her house. And get this, there's video of the little critter. This is cell phone footage of the encounter. She said that she heard noises in the middle of the night, so she went to investigate and found a raccoon in the kitchen. It ran into the bathroom, and that's where she started filming. They called animal control, who came in and got rid of the raccoon. The Humane Society says springtime is when raccoons will most likely enter homes because they've had babies and need to feed their little ones. Wow. And so a tiny exotic kitten found abandoned in April. It's very cute. It's now been identified and it's doing well. The Feline Rescue Center says the kitten is a Bengal mix, part Asian leopard cat and part domestic. The cats can be kept in your home as a pet, and this little kitten is out to make friends with other exotic animals in the shelter, showing that even though he's small, he can still be part of the pack. Oh, that's super cute. And a wild scene in Ringwood, New Jersey, all caught on camera. A police officer responding to a call of a large branch blocking a roadway. Take a look at the video. He takes off running just as a tree comes crashing down on top of him. That is astounding. It happened yesterday morning on Greenwood Lake Turnpike. The Ringwood police chief says the officer had just gotten out of his car to move the branches when the tree came down and hit him. The officer was treated for a broken wrist and had to get 13 stitches on his hand. Still to come on Fox 46 Charlotte, see how soreness on your shoulders, or rather in your shoulders, could lead to blood clots if not treated. The latest coming up.